Hi, good morning. I am outside of Goodwill, my Goodwill on Dundas Street East, and I'm here at 9 a.m. when they open, and there's a lineup outside. It's giving me all lockdown or COVID vibes all over again. Not sure why there's a lineup. Okay, they opened. There's so many people. I came early, so... Okay, let's see how everything goes today. I'm hoping to find some Christmas stuff because I realized there's not enough Christmas stuff. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Remember to subscribe. Bye. Brought my own bag and newspaper to pack stuff up because Goodwill usually doesn't have any. So I had to start in the different aisle than I normally would because there were too many people there. These are bed risers. I thought, okay, I'm like, okay, these are weird looking candle holders. Let me just put them in my cart. But yeah, when I googled them, they're bed risers, and there's only two, so they're useless. As usual, I'm picking up the wood spoon hanging things for the kitchen, but I didn't actually end up getting these at the end, just like last time. I saw this giraffe as soon as I entered into the aisle, so I had to grab it right away. It's $7.29, and I think I could sell it for about $25. It's a candle holder. Inside there's like a little tea light candle holder space, so I think that's cool. It's very unique, that's for sure. I think because of the people and just I think the way that I felt like I wasn't looking at everything while I was filming it. So I had to keep coming back to the aisles over and over. This one was broken. I was looking for some candelabras because I can't seem to find any good ones anymore. So finally found some Christmas stuff. There's a cute metal Christmas trees for $2.49, I believe. $2.79, and I found two here and two at the other thrift store, and you'll see that in the other video. So I think I can sell them as a set. In the art section, I did a quick glance, but didn't really see anything that would catch my eye. So I found these candle holders. They're wood and they're silver metal. They all come with their own snuffers. I've seen these online, and I did buy one a while ago. So the fact that I found three, and I would sell these individually, not as a set, because they all have their own candle snuffers. So I think they are meant to be sold individually, and they are slightly different colors even though they look the same. I like this, but Halloween's over and I don't want to collect more Halloween stuff when it's not even the season, you know. Thought I might find some cool figurines for Christmas, or just as is, but because I don't usually buy figurines, I feel like I don't know what I'm looking for. I miss a lot. I'm always picking up the wood carvings, obviously, because that's just what I'm usually attracted to. I see little puppies and cats, but looking back at this video, I think I missed a snowman or something. I don't even remember picking it up, and I should have, and a couple of frosted glass angels that I didn't buy. And I guess this kitty cat, I thought it was really unique with the fluffy tail. Could have actually gotten it and put it in my antique booth. There's a little angel right there that I didn't get or even pick up, and there's one matching one that I did pick up but I did not end up buying. These I see online. People DIY spray paint these black and then put them in their washrooms, I guess. So here's the one I looked at, and this brass ducky. I think it was just decor. There was no actual use for the brass duck with the umbrella. There's snowmen on the second shelf that I didn't grab, but of course I grabbed the wooden bowl. This is acai wood. Am I saying that right? I don't know how to pronounce it, but these sell for a lot online. I did some comps, and it's a big enough bowl to be a salad bowl. And I like that it's pineapples. Kind of cool. Reminds you of summer or vacation. This chicken was glass chicken. It's funny because it was so big, but it's like home sense. I picked this up, but didn't seem quite... It was too light, even though I think it was brass, but maybe it was contemporary. This bowl looked nice, but it was contemporary and sprayed on paint, not actually smoky glass. They did not have a lot of Christmas stuff, surprisingly. It was just like this little area that they had some Christmas things. This was Avon China, the snowman, and they priced it so high. I think they think Avon sells, but it doesn't really sell a lot. So I finally got to the vase section, which I couldn't get to earlier because there were people here. So this is my first time picking up milk glass. For $3.29 each. I found 3 of these identical vases. None of them have any chips or flea bites, and I've seen these being picked up by YouTubers in other videos, and they're quite excited when they find any. So I did some research, and if you find milk glass as sets and sell them as a group, like a collection, they sell better than individual ones because usually they're not priced very high. There's another milk glass pot here that I missed the first time. There it is on the side. Don't worry, I'll come back to it though. I'll find it. Still looking for some studio pottery, well made, but I haven't been able to find a lot of good studio pottery either. Not sure what's happening. Okay, what are these? They look like keys, but they're cast iron and they look lovely. Like they're definitely vintage, or look vintage, but I didn't know what they were. Are they just decor? Do they have a use? And what is it? If you're wondering why I'm turning into this aisle, first of all, my cart is stuck, but secondly, I was trying to find a parking spot for my cart so I could show you guys what I've picked up off camera. So these spoons, they have nice paintings on it, and I know they're a little contemporary, but for Christmas might be okay. This jar and the top lid fell and I couldn't find it for a second. I didn't actually end up getting it because the lid was like very loose. It wasn't actually tight. These are corn candle holders, and I found a pair and I thought these were cute. So I got these. I'll put them in my antique booth. This one, I believe, is vintage amber glass candle holder with that design on there. It's really pretty. It reminds me of like the organic 70s vibe, and I thought that was a chip, but it wasn't a chip. And I tried to look for a second one, but I didn't find it. These are soup spoons, which I don't own, and my daughter's been asking me to buy some, so got those for myself. I'm not sure if these candle holders were pewter. I don't think that they were. They were $1.79 each, and there were 2 of them, but I left them behind because I don't believe that they were vintage. These are vintage Mikasa candle holders. When I picked them up, I was like, maybe I've seen them somewhere, but then I googled them, and yes, they are. They go for a lot of money. I mean, the prices are kind of all over the place. I wouldn't sell them for $400, which is one of the listings that I saw for 1980s Mikasa candle holders. This is my second milk glass find of the day. Large vase. It's actually very pretty. The fact that it has no chips or anything, if somebody was into milk glass, they would be very excited to find this at my antique booth, which, by the way, is in Inglewood, in Ontario, Canada. If anybody wants to visit, it's called the Inglewood Antique Market. I got excited for a second, but this was actually plastic, not glass or crystal. This one that I'm just picking up here, this one was actually pretty cool, but it was only one of them, so I left it behind. This little desk here, the vintage desk, all wood, is only $9.99. Tell me if you were looking for a little desk for somebody. This is not a good buy. This is such a good buy, and all it needs is a little cleaning, And if you don't mind the color, you know, that's it. If you do want to change it up, you could just paint it with chalk paint. Don't even need to sand it or prime it or anything. So such good options here at the thrift store. I thought this was cast iron, but it's not. It was actually pretty flimsy, so I'm not sure. Probably contemporary, you know. So this little bear that's sitting on the blue chair is actually a Care Bear, and I didn't even look at it. I know Care Bears actually sell for a lot if you have like one of those eBay accounts. I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't sell on it, and I only stick to like vintage home decor. But I could have at least picked it up for my daughter or something. Care Bears is just so nostalgic. A lot of vintage lamps here. Really depends on your style, but if you were looking for lamps, you could easily find lamps and lampshades. Look at those ones. The big ones at the bottom are actually new. This one I picked up because of the plates, but it was actually pretty flimsy and contemporary, so I left it behind. Is this a cube lamp? Okay, so these cube lamps from IKEA are vintage and they sell for a lot, but that's a rectangular lamp, and I'm pretty sure it's not a cube lamp, but I really hope it's not, because that would mean I missed a cube lamp. It's, oh my god, never mind. I mean, I did Google and I didn't find anything that tall to be a cube lamp, like an IKEA one. So here I'm in the toy section. Usually I don't go here, but I thought maybe I could see and find some vintage board games. But I really don't know what I'm looking for. Not like with home decor or even vintage clothing or designer clothing. Like sometimes I'll just look at a rack and I know which sweater is wool and which sweater is like a designer sweater. I just have the eye for it, but with toys and board games, I don't know what I'm looking at. Here I was trying to find some Christmas ornaments. I was really disappointed with the Goodwill trip in terms of Christmas items. I didn't really find much, but you know, maybe next time. Didn't quite find anything in the art section either. This one I picked up because it looked like a nice painting and the wood frame was nice. At the back, the date was 1993, so technically wasn't actually vintage. And it was a print, so I left it behind. But if somebody was looking for, you know, framed art with that kind of vibe, you know, thrift stores are a great place to find stuff like that. And I think, you know, just the fact that it's okay. I do not like clowns, and I'm just really proud of myself for not screaming right in the store, because I've been afraid of clowns ever since I was little, like Pennywise and all, and not like afraid of, ooh, it's a creepy scene in a movie. Oh no, it's like afraid in the sense that they don't make me feel good, like I feel nauseated, that kind of weird feelings. Anyways, enough about clowns. Yeah, I didn't really find anything in there, but I went back to the candle section to see if I find any glassy babies. I did not, but I did still look through it, and to see, this was glass, these were not crystal. Just by, you know, picking them up, you can tell if they're not heavy enough that they're actually glass candle holders. And a lesson I've learned is always pick up pairs of candle holders. Unless you're buying for yourself, then it doesn't really matter. Pick up whatever you find to be pretty. But if you're reselling, always pick up pairs, because individual candle holders don't really sell. So I found this marble one. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not sure why I didn't buy it, but I knew there was another one that looked like this but wasn't exactly the same, so I had to find it. It was like a game. I found it. I put it together. I know that one's some sort of stone as well. For $2.49, these two are not a bad buy. I could have technically sold them as a mixed matched pair, but I got distracted with this. So these silver holders with the cobalt blue glass are quite vintage, and sometimes online I've seen the comms, they sell for a lot. I believe these are supposed to come with a lid and a little spoon. These one didn't have it, but it was still a good buy because they can be like sugar pots or sauce holders or something, and I've sold something similar in the past at one of my shows. I was trying to see if this box was actually vintage, but it couldn't find any markings to say that it was, so I left it behind. back in the metal section, I'm still looking for some candelabras or something cool. So these are again white marble coasters. I was counting to make sure they were all there, but last time I bought something like this, it had tape on it, and I took the tape off and it took the inlay out. So this inlay is sometimes shell or paint or different things, and the one that I took off was shell and it just took it off. Okay, so these are cast iron candle holders. Tell me if I made a mistake by not buying them. They were each, I think, $5.49 or $5.29 each. There was 3 of them. They look pretty. They are my style. But I guess I was thinking, look, if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy all 3, and that's like 15 bucks right there. So I didn't buy them, but maybe I should have. I checked out this snowman, but it's contemporary, so I left it behind. Of course, I picked up these spoons that were wooden, but I didn't end up getting them because I believe they're quite contemporary, and I have so many wooden spoons already. It's nuts. When there are other people in the aisle, I feel like I get tunnel vision, or I can't compute, and so I just keep looking at the same things over and over. It's not a good thing to be like this if you're going to be shopping and making videos while you're shopping, because there are always going to be people there, you know? So here I found the other milk glass vase that I had missed the first time, and I grabbed it. It was $4.99. Estimated value is about $25, so I think it was a good buy. I know this tall one is vintage, and it sells for a lot for people who are interested in something like this, but I wasn't really feeling it, so I left it for somebody who'd be more excited to get it, more than I was. Okay, so I think it was a good haul. I found some Christmas things, just a few. And my bill today was $74 and some cents. So it was not bad for the amount of things I got. I got so many milk glass things, which I'm kind of happy about. I've never bought it before. I've seen, YouTube videos and other vintage resellers buy them and get excited about them. So I was like, okay, this looks like it. And then I Googled, obviously I used my Google Lens, and it was definitely milk glass. And I got those little metal Christmas tree things, candle holders. I like that. And the metal giraffe was actually a candle holder too. I think it's just so unique. It's good to have, I also got those little corn candle holders. I thought they were cute too. It's a vibe. So whoever is into that would be excited to get them. Okay, so now I'm headed down the street to the thrift store, but that's gonna be another video. So I will see you next week. Bye.